as a bride and as a groom, you need to plan like with each other. Okay, where are we going to spend our first night or second night? Is it going to be in a hotel or is it going to be in our new home? Guys, you need to plan this, right? Because sex is very important. So, so you need to plan if you are going to spend the night in your new home or in the hotel. Now, this is why. Hey, beautiful people, welcome to Nigerian Weddings Arena. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. On this channel, we'll talk about weddings, relationships, everything and anything in between that space of love. So, if that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button to become a part of the channel. If you're a bride to be as well or a groom to be, this is where you should be. Guys, thank you so much for my most recent videos. The responses have been really impressive, and the reactions to it have been really impressive as well. Thank you so much. In today's video, we are going to be talking about wedding day regrets. I think I have about 7 or 8 things that you need to plan for, you need to prepare for like properly before your wedding day. Because if you don't prepare well or plan for it, you may end up regretting on your wedding day. Number one, before I go ahead, number one is rated 18. So if you are less than 18, please step aside. I'm not talking to you, right? I hope you've stepped aside. Now we can, continue. Number one is sex. I don't know if it's the job of a wedding planner, right, to talk about, sex. I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to talk about it anyway. So, as a bride and as a groom, you need to plan like with each other. Okay, where are we going to spend our first night or second night? Is it going to be in a hotel or is it going to be in our new home? Guys, you need to plan this, right? Because sex is very important. So, so you need to plan if you are going to spend the night in your new home or in the hotel. Now, this is why. If you're spending the night in a hotel, right, you need to book 2 nights or 3 nights. I would advise you not to book one night because guess what? On the first night, that's after your wedding, you go straight to the hotel. You may be really, really tired. You guys may be really, really tired to do anything that night. And if you just booked one night, that means you're leaving the next day. There's pressure to, to do things that you probably would not enjoy because, oh, you have to leave the following day. But if you book about 2 or 3 nights in the hotel, at least you have ample time to um, rest. You can have sex the following day or the following night. You don't necessarily have to put pressure on yourselves to have night. I say to have night to have sex on the first night that you get to the hotel. Secondly, now if you are going straight to your new home, first you need to ensure that you do not share a wall with your neighbor. You need to ensure that, especially if you and your partner release an album. That's if you make sounds. That's what I mean. If you release an album during, intercourse, during sex, you need to ensure, that you do not do that, right? If you share a wall with your neighbor and if you and your partner um, release an album during sex, I would advise you to just find your way to the hotel. Just take yourselves to the hotel, guys, because you don't want to give your neighbor a front row seat to your first sex after marriage. I hope that I made a lot of sense here. So number two, so if you are less than 18 now, I hope you are not here, but if you're less than 18, we can now, forge ahead, right? Number two, this is for my brides. I love my brides, guys. Even grooms as well. You guys are also, welcome. I'm also talking to you. Number two is eat before you start your day. Eat before you go to church. You need to put something in your stomach. Like put aside the fact that, oh, I don't eat early. On that day, you need to eat early. Trust me, because if you don't eat early till you get to the reception, most likely that's going to happen. That's when you're going to be able to eat, right? So to just save yourself any tummy aches, any unnecessary mood swings, just eat. Have something, even if it's a meat pie or a chicken pie, a snack, just put something in your stomach. That's my own advice, because you don't want to be all cranky and all moody. You know, hunger. In anything you do, make sure you chop first. That's my advice, right? So make sure you put something in your stomach. Brides, grooms, eat something before you leave for the hotel, for the church or the mosque or your ceremony. Make sure you put something in your stomach. If not, you're going to regret it, because you're going to be all cranky. You're going to be transferring aggression, hunger aggression, to people that you don't need to transfer this, aggression to. So generally eat something before you leave your hotel, before you start your day, guys. Number three, have a alone time with your partner. Brides, grooms, please have a alone time with your partner. Create a little time, even if it's an hour on the phone before the wedding day, that you can just, just enjoy your partner all to yourself. I'm not saying do anything, right? I'm just saying, like, have a conversation, talk with your partner, um, just reminisce on your very, very lovely memories, moments, in the past years or in the past months that you've been in the relationship. Because trust me, that wedding day is so chaotic. Oh my goodness. Like, everybody is doing his own thing. The bride is doing her makeup, the groom is doing his own thing. Everybody, guys, is a lot, right? But having that time for your partner before that day just makes everything even more beautiful. Now just imagine in your head, guys, like having that alone time, sharing sweet nothings with your partner before that day, and seeing them on that day, and all you can just think of is, all the sweet things that he or she said to you, when you people spoke, the last night or some hours ago. Guys, just imagine the smile that is going to bring on your face. Even your pictures would be so beautiful, because those, you can't just get the conversations that you had with him or her out of your head, like very beautiful conversations. So my advice would be, have alone time with your partner before your wedding day. If it's the night before or the morning, have alone time. You can even pray while having that alone time with your partner as well. Guys, this is number, if I'm not mistaken, number four. This goes without saying. Hire a good vendor, hire a professional vendor. They don't have to be the most popular vendor on Instagram, but make sure they know what they are doing, because trust me, you don't know what will happen. You don't know what can happen on your wedding day. And trust me, you need a professional to be able to handle such things, because they've planned a lot of weddings, so they have like experience that would enable them be able to handle such situations. For instance, I read something on Instagram, I think a few weeks ago. Let me give you guys the gist. So this particular bride, in the morning of her wedding day, her driver came late to pick her up from, I think, the hotel. The driver was supposed to drop her in the church, right? So the driver came late. Bride was already angry, and there was already tension that morning. That aside, so church ceremony done and everything done. Bride and groom got to the reception. They sat down, and guys, guess what happened? Cake fell. The wedding cake fell down. And guess what? Nobody in the hall noticed, because the MC was able to just divert the bride and groom's attention. I think that moment he just started the couple games, so that everybody's attention would be on the couple and the games, while they fixed the wedding cake. And I think the light technician at the wedding as well also switched off the lights that was covering the cake space, so that nobody would just see how they fixed the cake, how they put the cake together. Guys, just imagine if it's not a professional wedding planner or wedding decorator or wedding MC. Just imagine, imagine the chaos that would have happened on that day. I'm sure that thing would have been trending, because everybody would have known what happened. The wedding planner who is not a professional, or who doesn't know what he or she is doing, the MC who is not a professional, would not be able to handle such a situation. So it's very important that you actually hire vendors who know what they are doing. Like I said, they don't have to be the most popular event planners or popular event MCs, but I just feel that you would know when somebody is professional and knows what he or she is doing. If you are in doubt, you need to research and research and research. If you are not able to come up with any research, I don't know, but you just need to know that you are in safe hands with your vendors, if that makes sense. Number five is capturing memories. So in every squad, in every like friends, in every friendship, there is always someone, there's always that person, there's always one person that just loves capturing memories and capturing moments. What I'd advise you to do is give your phone to that person. Yes, because that person will be able to capture candid memories, candid moments that you would be able to look at after your wedding. Because I understand that you have a videographer, but you may not be able to get professional photos or pictures, photos or videos until weeks or months after your wedding. But if you were able to capture some memories and some moments during your wedding with the help of your friend, with the help of that friend, you would be able to look at those pictures and memories before your professional photos and videos come. Guys, it's very, very important. There's always one person that loves capturing moments in your circle, right? So make sure you hand your phone over to the person. Followed closely now, I think this is number six, is get yourself a personal assistant if possible. I'm sure it's not very hard to come to get. Brides, get yourself a personal assistant, because you may not want to be disturbing your people in your bridesmaids. That's the people in your bridesmaids. You may not want to be disturbing your friends or your bridesmaids. You may feel somehow if you want to ask them for help or something. So, if possible, get yourself an assistant that you would pay, or I don't know, um, just somebody that's designated to help you on that day. Most very very recently, I think some event planning companies actually do that. They assign somebody to the bride that will just help the bride with anything that the bride wants. So yeah, that's very very important. Get yourself an assistant and make sure you capture memories on your wedding day before your pictures and your professional pictures and professional videos come weeks and months after. You don't want to lose everything. And it's even very possible that the moments that you're capturing, the photographer or videographer does not even capture it, or is not able to capture it. So trust me, capturing moments by yourself on your wedding day is very, very important. Guys, number seven is time, time, time. Hey, I think I'm even on this table because on my wedding day, I think there was also like there was rush hour. I think we rushed as well. Even though I think we woke up like 4:30 or thereabouts. I don't know. But we still rushed. I think it's a bright thing that we just need to rush, 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 rush. But yes, the purpose of this video is to tell you that you should wake up early. Like you need to wake up early, especially if you are not a Muslim. I know for Muslims, you can even do your makeup. If you are a Muslim, you can make sure that you do your ablution before doing your makeup so that you can pray when it's time. But make sure you get up early. To be honest, make sure you get up early. You have no excuse. You have no excuse, guys, because if you wake up late, you start makeup late, and your maybe church ceremony or nikah is early. Trust me, you would not like yourself because you just be rushing, 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 rushing. And if you start rushing early on that day, it's just going to affect the flow of events on that day, because you are just going to be all moody, you are just going to be all scattered, all confused. There was a video I saw of a woman who literally went in to drag the bride because the bride was taking too much time with makeup. You can imagine. So please make sure you wake up early. If it's 4 o'clock, make sure you wake up as early as just wake up early to start your day early. Because if you are all organized and all spray spray spray, your day is going to go very spray 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 as well. So yeah, guys, the last but not the least is have a backup plan. I don't care what kind of backup plan you have, but you need to get a backup plan. Discuss with your event planner. If it rains, if you're having an outdoor wedding, if it rains, what should you do? What's going to happen? If food finishes, what would happen? If drink finishes, what's going to happen? If water finishes, what's going to happen? See, you need a backup plan, because sometimes weddings can be very, very unpredictable, to be very, very honest, especially if it's not a strictly by invitation wedding. It can be very, very unpredictable. So make sure you have a backup plan, because you don't want to come and be hearing stories that touch the heart. I mean, it's very, very it's almost impossible not to be able to not it's very almost impossible to be able to satisfy everybody. But just make sure you have a backup plan. If your dress gets ruined, we don't pray for that. If your dress gets ruined, what would you do? If the so vendor comes late, what's going to happen? Guys, you need a backup plan. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that you need to do all these things in order to avoid wedding day regrets. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Like this video as well. It helps my video do better. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.